So before I do my makeup, I like to use my custom clips. These are one look that I have, but I have so many different ones. I'm going to use these ones today. Before I do my makeup, I also moisturize very well, and I did use a little bit of oil. So these are my 3 go-to foundations. I'm pretty much out of that one, but my Lancome, this one's for more natural, and this one, Tarte Face Tape, is a lot more coverage, so I'm going to go with that one right now. I apply it with my Beauty Blender. This is great to have damp, and I use about 3 pumps. So I'm just going to speed this process up because it's pretty basic, but you're going to just apply this everywhere, all around your face, and every crease, right near your ears, down to your neck, just so you're one even tone. So next I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. If you haven't used this, it is absolutely amazing. It is by far my favorite under eye concealer. It just has so much coverage, and it really makes your eyes look like you're awake. So as you see, this is how I apply it. Then I just take the tip of my Beauty Blender and just kind of blend everything in. So as your skin changes, in the summer you're darker. I change my foundation as well as my under eye concealer. So right now I'm using tan, but you always want to go a few shades lighter than your foundation. Next I'm using Laura Mercier translucent powder. This translucent powder is amazing, but you can use any setting powder. I'm using a fluffy Morphe brush, and I just lightly tap this under my eyes. You don't want to press too hard because you really want this to set. So now I'm going to do bronzer. I have here Ofra and Kylie Cosmetics. I like both of these two. Kylie's bronzer is a little bit darker, but I'm going to go with Ofra just because I'm sticking to that today. So what you want to do is take a fluffy angled brush and just kind of go right underneath your cheekbone for that contour. The point of a contour is to hit the areas that the light is not hitting. So it actually makes your cheekbones look a lot more defined. As you can see, I put it in the top of my forehead, on the corners, and also through my jawline. Now I'm doing this. This helps your nose look really straight and elongated. You don't always have to do this. I'm just doing this now because I am contouring. Next, I am using highlight. I have Ofra and Chanel. Chanel's more natural. Ofra's a little bit more pigmented. So I'm going to take my Morphe brush and go in with that. As you can see, the pigment is insane. I love Ofra products. They are amazing. Next, I'm just taking my fluffy brush and just kind of cleaning everything so it blends, because you just don't want a straight line of highlight. You want everything to kind of blend into each other. Next, I'm using Ofra again. This is Madison Miller. This is so cute because this pink is more like peachy. So I'm using a fluffy blush brush, and I'm just going through the balls of my cheek and up my cheekbone.
And then you put it all the way to the side, right, Mom? Mm-hmm. And, oh, we almost forgot. It's right here. This is Jonathan, and this is Mike.
Good job.
And he's a teenager, and he's a little kid.
Okay. Good job.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello. Hello. Here's my tutu.
Tutu.
But here's lipstick there.
There's lipstick, yeah. What else is over here?
There is
Lip gloss.
lip gloss.
And what else? And lip
After
liner.
when we take a shower, Anna use this.
She uses a brush, yes.
Beauty by Marilyn.
Yeah, Beauty by Marilyn. Can you show them what my setting spray is? This one.
Let me show them this.
Okay, you shake it. There's gold in it.
Gold in there.
And it's called For Sally.
I was
Yeah.
okay.
Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry. This is what it's really like when I'm recording, but I love my kids and they are with me all the time, so to me it doesn't bother me. But here I'm using my Beauty Blender. I'm just using the leftover concealer as my primer for my eyes. But if you're used to a certain primer, then I would just go ahead and use that. Now this palette is by Tarte. It's called Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. I use this for summer. I love this. This is like my vacation palette or like summer times because it's so bronzy. And this Huda Beauty Topaz Obsession, same thing. All bronze, like warm colors. I love this for summer. So I'm using this nude color for the base in my crease. I use a few different shades before I really get to that dark color, but it's nice because in the light you can see so many different shades and it's super pretty. I'm just going to apply this lighter color with my finger just because, again, this is a base. So I'm just lightly rubbing this on my lid, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it under my eyebrow and the arch of my eye. And then I will go back after my colors are all on and put a little bit more. But right now I'm just doing the base. So now I'm going to go back to the Huda palette and I'm going to pick the nude color out of here. It's just a little bit more peachy, and I'm going to go in my crease and just kind of go over what I did. It just is going to gradually get a little darker through here. Next, I'm going to use this warm color in my crease just to add to the colors that I already have. You don't want to bring this up too high. So I'm going to grab a smaller crease brush and then I'm going to go to this darker shade. So I want that nice crisp like cat eye look. So what I'm doing is I'm using my card, but they sell stickies that do the job. You can use tape. Like I said, I'm just going to use my card, but as you can see when I pull this away, it will give you that nice clean line of shadow. So you want to be sure that the card or the tape, whatever you're using, is reaching from the corner of your eye to the end of your eyebrow. Next, I'm going to use a flat Morphe brush and use the darkest shade. I'm using brown, and I'm just going to hit the corners of my eye. I'm not going to bring it all the way through my crease. As you can see here, I'm taking a flat concealer brush. It's really small, and I'm just cleaning up that line so it's a lot more crisp. Okay, now we're gonna go underneath the eye, and I'm gonna use this warm color here, and I'm gonna run this from the corner to the inner part of my eye just to bring that color down so it all looks complete. I'm going to continue to use this brush. I'm going to use the darker brown and just go right under my waterline. This just makes the eye look really complete and put together by using the same shades I used on the upper part of my eye. And I'm just going to clean up under my eye just to be sure the shadow didn't fall. Next, I'm going to go back to my Tarte palette and use this nice light shimmer color. This is great for a highlight underneath your eyebrow. I love to bring it into the inner corners of my eye just to give it that nice bright look. Next, I'm going to go right over my lid, and I'm just going to give it that nice bright highlight look. Sometimes if it's not light enough, I like to take my highlighter that I'm using for my face and just go right over my lid just for a little bit more pop. Next, I'm adding my trio lashes. I did a full set of medium individual lashes first, and I'm only going to do one cluster on the end of each eye just so you can see it gives it a little bit more volume. And I'm just going to add the glue onto that little cluster and just simply hold my eye, put it on the end, and just pinch with my tweezers. And by pinching with your applicator, I find that it really kind of holds the two together so there's no separation. These trio clusters can be added to either kit that I sell. either your individual starter kit or the refresher kit. Next, I'm taking a flat angled brush. I dipped it into my brow pomade and I'm just following my guide. Just fill everything in, it's very simple. I find that if you have a shape, it's a lot easier to do your eyebrows. So I recommend either going to get a stencil, or if you're used to getting them done, getting them waxed, whatever works for you. It's just really good to have clean eyebrows because your makeup always looks the best when you do. I actually don't have a lot of hair on my eyebrows. For the people that do, that's awesome, good for you. I wish I did. I think it's just all the years of waxing. But I ended up getting microblading done. Actually, they're called powder brows, and that really helps me with my guide. Next, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Brow Blade. I love this because one side is a waterproof pencil and the other side is a brow stain. So what's really cool about this is it has a tip that you can give hair-like strokes. Now I'm just going through here with my flat, small concealer brush and just cleaning up around my guide just to be sure everything is crisp and clean. Now I'm going to use my brow brush just to blend everything in. Now I'm going to take that same angled brush I used for my brows and I'm going to dip it into my pomade. I'm using brown. You can use a black liner, you can use brown, whatever works best for you. I just think the brown is a little softer and more natural. So I'm just following along the top of my lash line and then I'm just following that guide of that cat eye look. As you can see, I flipped around my angled brush. I really want more of a defined line, so that's the reason why I did that. You really don't want it to be too thick. Now you can also get this same look by wetting your brush and just dipping it into a dark brown shadow. Now I'm going back to that small flat concealer brush and just cleaning up that line. Next I'm going in with my KKW bronze eyeliner and I'm just going to fill this in on my waterline. So what I've learned is a lot of people think that eyeliner has to be black and that's totally not true. Actually the lighter colors are in right now and I recommend doing a lighter eyeliner only because black always makes your eyes look smaller. When I use the black liner, I really just use it on the corner ends of my eyes. Before I apply anything to my lips, I always start with a moisturizer. Next, I'm going in with my NYX lip liner and my half-caked liquid lipstick. So you're just going to take your liner and follow the line of your lips. For me, I have naturally big lips, so I really try not to overdraw them just because then they look too big. So for people that want just a little bit more volume, I recommend overdrawing. Next, I'm going in with my Rose Gold Skin Mist by Versali. I love this because it is gold infused and it hydrates and sets your face. You can also use this as a primer as well. Lastly, I like to just add a little bit of mascara, especially if I'm wearing makeup. It just kind of completes the eye. And then I'm just gonna go with my applicator and just pinch everything together so it just all looks complete. And here's the final look. And as you can see here, my hair has no creases. So these clips are amazing. They leave no lines in your hair. And I just love the glitz and glam look. Every time I see them, they're always plain. So I decided to come up with my own custom ones.